Why can't this guy ever do anything right? Remember Tree of Might? I think we all forgot. Depressing. Good old Yamcha, Wolfang Fist, Spirit Ball, and being the biggest bitch in Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super. I've always wondered what would have happened if Yamcha kept training after King Kai's planet. Has anyone ever thought about that? I'm serious. I think King Kai realized that Tien, Yamcha, Piccolo, and Chaozu were just scrubs. I say this because he taught Goku Spirit Bomb and the Kaioken. He didn't teach them shit. Now training with King Kai could have its ups. Larger gravity, and taking on King Kai's advice should have taken the Z fighters further. Chaozu was too weak. Tien, Piccolo, and Yamcha had promise. What makes Yamcha the worst of the worst is circumstance. Why I say that is Yamcha had circumstance where he could have easily doubled his power and strength. Take after Namek for example. Yamcha could have used the gravity machine that Goku and Vegeta trained in. He was close to Bulma, could have taken advantage, not getting butthurt and going straight to 100 times gravity to try to show Vegeta something. I mean, start at like 10 times gravity and go from there. I realized something about humans. Humans only train in circumstance that requires them to train. Even the half Saiyans. The only half-breed Saiyan who doesn't is Future Trunks. Being the protector of his world, circumstance keeps him strong, whereas Vegeta and Goku just strive to be better. I bring this up because this is the human trend. That's what I call it, the human trend. Look at Yamcha. He only got special training because the Saiyans were approaching. Then Yamcha died, so his circumstance was to go to King Kai's. Humans don't have a drive to actually train on their own will. Gohan, Goten, Yamcha, Krillin, Tien, even Kid Trunks, over time they fall because they drive for other things, like normal human beings. They don't tend to train. Sometimes I wish there would be fighters outside of Saiyans that dedicated their life to training. If Yamcha had this drive, he might have been a better mutual overall fighter and wouldn't have been blown up by a Cyberman. He would have also been more defensive against Android in 19 and 20. The reason I say that is if he was a better mindful fighter and actually took it into consideration, he wouldn't have just been oh hey, these guys are in clown outfits and they're just chilling. What a bitch. Outcomes could have been different. At least up to the Cell Saga. The reason I say that is Boo would have just easily taken him down because Goku and Vegeta weren't even a match. Let's say Yamcha strived to be the best fighter he possibly could have, and he probably, if he did that, he probably wouldn't have died from the Cybermen. He would have probably still died, but he would have been able to help out the crew with Nappa. If anything, he could have helped Tien hold back Cell in the Cell Saga when Vegeta and Trunks were trying to get to them, and didn't force Goku to actually instant transmission. Now, I know what you guys are going to say, that Yamcha was sitting at Master Roshi's absolutely not doing anything and decided not to come. But if he was an actual fighter and actually wanted to train and be an actual useful human being, which he isn't, we would have gotten a fighter that actually could try to protect. I think that Yamcha and Tien, if Yamcha was a better fighter, they'd actually had a better chance holding him back, and Vegeta and Trunks would have got there beforehand. I think it would overall just been a better experience for all the Z fighters to take on Cell. I think the outcome would have stayed the same, but it would have been a lot cooler to see 2-on-1 versus Cell. Now, I am going to talk about all the Z fighters in my next up-and-coming videos, and to be honest, they all had potential to be better fighters. What if Yamcha won King Kai's respect, because obviously he didn't, and taught him the Kaioken? He might have made a difference in other sagas. Instead, we got a fighter that would lose to Krillin in battle, and either gets blown up or holes blasted in him, or just pierce through him, and loses fights altogether. Take Yamcha in the Cell games. Just imagine if he would have actually learned Kaioken. We can make an argument that Vegeta was the reason Gohan beat Cell in the Cell games. Without Vegeta's distraction, Gohan was going to lose the Kamehameha battle. Victory might have been different if the Z fighters had prepped and pep in their step, to be honest with you, and fought harder and trained harder. If Yamcha would have had a technique like the Kaioken, he could have launched one strong attack into Cell, and this possibly could have helped instead of Yamcha just being pushed back by Cell's back Ki blast. It's too late for the little Wolfang Fist, but he had his chance, and his fighting skills were labeled like his dead body on the floor from the Cybermen. Hashtag bitch status. I honestly like the Spirit Ball, and I wish Yamcha was something, but now he's just a punchline and joke among fans. Even his cat repertoire is a joke. This guy can't win, and I personally wish Dragon Ball Super would have had a fighter that just dedicated to hard work. Yamcha, I deem you the Wolf Fang bitch. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you see, subscribe right here. If you want to see more Dragon Ball Z or Super content, click the video at the bottom of the page to watch more. Starting next week, I will be starting a gaming news section twice a week every Wednesday and Friday called The Rascal News, about gaming news and Dragon Ball Super news, like I said, twice a week. I can't wait, and thank you guys for watching. Stay fresh, my peeps. This is your boy Super Rascal 28. Later, guys.